right, fastest 15 minutes in social media, fastest 15 minutes on the internet. And my name is Judson Powell. All right. All right, let's break the whole Russell Wilson and Ciara Wilson. I guess she's still Ciara Wilson. Anyway, unbox it. Just let's unbox it. The thing is, everybody like has supported them for forever because they were like the possibility of what could be, like the model, couple, blended family, all of those things all wrapped into one. Because it's like, wow, this he's a superstar athlete. She had an all right career in the music business, but she wasn't like no superstar, nothing like that. Her superstardom came when she had a baby with Future. That's really what made her, well, at least for me and people my age, we didn't we I ain't know nothing about her, know nothing about Future. I know she had that one song, I think it was what, Supersonic or something like that. Anyway, I can't remember. I haven't been in my crates for a long time. But anyway, we know that she was a moderately successful, let's put it like that. She was moderately successful, and that's the way it went. So we're not really mad at her or nothing like that, so but then it comes down to this. And so now everybody at first was what? Calling her man, Russell Wilson, a simp. Everybody was, and we defended him. I know I did. I defended him. I was like, well, the man is just trying to do the right thing. He's just trying to be a good father, good husband. He raising a child that's not even his own and all that kind of stuff. And that, that's commendable. That's commendable as a man, commendable as a human being, period. So we know that it's commendable for him to be doing that. But the problem is then this kind of stuff comes up. And this is, like the old timers say, man, they pull your coat, man, you better check your woman. And either you was gonna check her or you was gonna fight the dude that told you to check her. So it was like one or the other. And that's old school. But y'all don't do that like that no more. So I get it. But the bottom line is, at that point they'll be like, nah, babe, you ain't going out looking like that. Because you got to respect yourself and you got to respect your position. Y'all trying to be the model nuclear blended family, and then you come out butt naked on a red carpet at a awards event. Come on. That was, and also you could do what you did, and of course it was going to draw attention. We know that. You know, if I get up right now and get butt naked on here and do whatever, y'all don't want to see that. But if I did it, then y'all would be talking about me or whatever. I'm just saying, look, this is like one of the moments when you go, okay, is my fame and fortune and my ego, because that's ego. Because I meditate and do all that, because that stuff is just strictly pure ego. It has no resonance within the physical plane besides fulfilling your lustful ideas. Because and then you constantly changing yourself and doing all that kind of stuff, that suggests insecurity. But you got the perfect situation. You got a good husband. Why would you embarrass your husband like that? Because now, where can he go? Any place that he goes, that's always going to be the big pink elephant in the room. That's always, it's always going to be like that. And then the other thing is, you have children. Go raise your children. You have children. Your children are going to be embarrassed by that. People are going to bully your children because of that. No, that's not going to happen. That's not going to be what happens, as a result of all that stuff. It's not. That's not what happens. It is. Your children, every time they walk in someplace new and they're introduced someplace new, they're introduced as what? Your children, because y'all are famous. Y'all were already famous. Ciara, you were already famous, honey. You didn't have to do that. All you had to do was show up with class and style and dignity and all this. Call Angela Bassett. You know, call her and find out how to dress with style and class and dignity. And the same thing, the women that got it like that. Call Cheryl Lee Ralph. Call her and ask her how to have style and class and dignity, but still be 100. Still be 100. I'm talking about looking good, hair done, blah, 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 down to the nines. But they ain't got all that skin showing like that because they don't have to. You don't need to. And see, it's the precedent that is set, because now we already fighting against the whole Cardi B, Meg the Stallion, all of that. Ciara, you're never going to be there. You're never going to be in that class again because you're older. The younger guys, they ain't checking for you. Because they doing, you know what they doing? They checking the pictures, sending them da-da-da-da-da, getting a good chuckle, a good laugh, calling your husband a simp again. For what? So you can be more famous? You're already famous. Hello? How much? So now you want to be famous for what? For, okay, you got a nice body. There are tons of women with nice bodies. Tons. And I don't know what it is about all these celebrity couples and everything. Y'all gotta have sex tapes and da 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 da, all this stuff. And that's what makes you successful. Not that you have some form, of talent. Not that you have some level of intellect. Not that you possess something, some cause, some worthy cause that you're supporting. Not that you're trying to do things that further the cause of your children's education or your children's edification and well-being. You forgot about that? So what's going to be? So when they come in the class, what's current events today? Oh, your mama is butt naked on the front cover of the bed. That's like people. What do? And I guess you don't care because you got a bunch of money, so it doesn't matter to you. But that's who they imitate, and that's who they emulate. They look at you. In fact, I was just on TikTok, and there was a video, and there was a lady, and I accidentally cut it off or whatever, but the little girl, she was watching. She's a little white girl, and she was watching a group of black girls who were cheerleaders, and they were practicing cheerleading. And this little white girl is back in the back, and back in the back, she's doing every single step that they do just by watching them. And then at a point, she becomes just as good or better than some of them. All of that to tell the story of how did she learn it? She saw it. See, we gotta once again stand on moral authority. If we don't, and I'm not saying that everybody makes mistakes, but come back into balance. And that's what I'm saying. It's like a balance thing. That's what the universe works on. It works on balance. Because you can't tell me that that's not affecting your life and your relationship and your family or nothing. That act, the thing that you did, it had a reaction. And probably, maybe, I don't know, maybe Russell was in on it. Maybe he is a simp, right? Because I even told my wife last night, we were sitting on the couch. I was like, if you come out, if you come out dressed like that, you know, you ain't going. And if you do go, it ain't gonna be with me. Call it toxic masculinity, call it what you want, but that's the self-respect. Then then I gotta, especially when you get ready to do that, I gotta call you out on that. I gotta call you out on it. We married. Everything that I do reflects on you, and everything that you do reflects on me. So I'm trying, and I'm not saying people don't make mistakes, but damn, everybody's out self. I mean, was that like a self? Y'all had and the other thing is, what was the conversation in y'all's house before y'all left, Russell? That's specifically aimed at you. What did you say to your wife? Were there any kind, that, and that's the thing that everybody is missing. We don't have no code no more. We don't have nothing, and that's why we keep on saying every other. Oh no! Every time we say, listen to the elders and the ancestors, huh? Because there ain't no way in the world that you would disrespect yourself, your husband, your children, your whole family like that for fame or money. Is that how possessed you're, not like that possessed over fame and money that you would do that? And that's and then all these people that's walking around talking about, oh, we just jealous and blah 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 blah. Please, plenty of us have wives that look just like or better than. So don't trip. Ciara all right, but she and especially now, because she moving into the harlot for the street category. Where do you go? Where do you go from here? And you know what? We were playing over on Capri, over on our television network. We were actually playing her videos. And I was thinking to myself when I was watching, I was like, you know what? She's like this close to twerking. She just, I don't know how, and I was just like, I don't know how they're doing this, but somehow they're doing it. That's the way I felt. And so I was like, okay, well, but she was, dressed properly. All the girls on the video, they looked dressed properly. So I was like, okay, forget it. And I let a lot of other stuff go. Don't get me wrong. I play some stuff, but from these female artists, sometimes you gotta really check because they slip stuff in on you. So I'm just letting you know, you embarrassed everybody, and you embarrassed black women, the women the Angela Bassett's and etc. Right? You embarrassed those women. Those women are struggling, trying to make a living in Hollywood, trying to get paid, trying to get those big movie deals, trying to do everything that they could do, you know, and you boil them down to just, okay, if I could show you my body or whatever, and I'm not just jumping on you and every other girl out there that's doing that. You don't have to. You really don't, especially if you're already famous. Why? You're already famous. You already have money. Fastest 15 minutes is up. You know, Ciara Russell